don't quit, gotta fight 'em. You young, you black, they don't like it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be taking a look at 20 rappers who died too soon.
I beat life 2 times, my watch too icy. I bought more than once, but who's counting?
For this list, we'll be examining the careers and legacy of beloved MCs that were taken far too soon. We've tried to include as many notable figures as we can, but sadly, too many rappers fit into this category. Which of these rappers passing hit you the hardest? Let us know in the comments. Guru.
Skills, top rank, point blank, we vital. Spit flows, whip shows, peep the recital.
For those who appreciate hip-hop as an art form, Guru is their Picasso.
I've suffered setbacks, but now I'm making greenbacks. Just like baggy slacks, I'm crazy hip-hop.
Along with DJ Premier, Guru founded Gang Starr, one of the most revered rap groups in history.
Attacking like a slick Apache, lyrics are trigger happy, blowing back your wig piece just for the way you're looking at me.
His brilliant lyrics and stylish delivery complemented Premier's unique jazz samples and distinctive mixing. This combination made Gang Starr a truly original force in hip-hop. Guru also had a successful solo career, and his singular sound permeated the underground scene for many years. In 2010, Guru lost his battle with cancer, cutting his life unreasonably short at the age of 48.
Skills, Gang Starr dueling again, ruling again. Watch as we do it again.
Adam Yauch, MCA.
If you can feel what I'm feeling, then it's a musical masterpiece. Hear what I'm dealing with, and that's cool at least.
He's not the most recognizable person on this list, but his music certainly is. Adam Yauch was 1/3 of the Beastie Boys, a group whose popularity in the 80s was staggering. With Yauch at the helm, the Beastie Boys reinvigorated hip-hop with their humorous, punk-inspired riffs and high-energy delivery, not to mention breaking down barriers for white artists in the rap industry.
And this is me, y'all. MC, y'all. My name is MCA, and I still do what I please.
After 30 years in the business, 50 million records sold, and a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, MCA succumbed to cancer at the age of 47.
Keep it going, full steam. Sweet to be sour, too nice to be me.
Nate Dogg. In the 80s, this vocalist formed a lifelong bond with Snoop Dogg and Warren G. Later known as 213, the crew reached the mainstream after hooking up with Dr. Dre, and it was Nate Dogg's vocals and lyrical flow that became synonymous with G-Funk.
Hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G.
Though he did release several solo albums, Nate achieved fame for his guest spots on 90s classics like Warren G's massive Regulate. He wasn't just a trendy artist either, as he collaborated with top artists throughout the mid-2000s. Then, in 2011, rap lost an icon when Nathaniel Hale passed away in his native Long Beach at age 41. Capital Steez. In 2012, this Brooklyn rapper dropped his first mixtape, American Corruption. It wasn't just any mixtape though, as Capital Steez attracted an all-star list of producers for the event, and it was a hip-hop event. He was a spiritual person, a young entrepreneur who created his own movement by founding the rap collective Pro Era with fellow underground rapper and friend Joey Badass. But this uplifting story turned tragic as Courtney Dewar Jr., only 19 and one of rap's most promising talents, took his own life by jumping from the rooftop of a Manhattan building. Rest in peace.
It's Beast Coast, we the murderous set, we rain and fire, and I don't mean to burn us in text.
Prodigy. When this Mobb Deep member passed away in 2017, he was unsurprisingly remembered as a hip-hop legend. Prodigy had lifelong health issues, in his case, sickle cell anemia. Albert Johnson, also known as Prodigy, was still a teenager when he and Havoc released their 1993 debut, and their 1995 single, Shook Ones Part 2, was famously featured in the Eminem film 8 Mile.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers.
With his gritty flow, Prodigy inspired a new school of New York MCs. But he tragically died at age 42 after reportedly choking while in the hospital for anemia-related complications. Old Dirty Bastard.
First things first, man, you with the worst. I'll be sticking pins in your head like a nurse.
Old Dirty Bastard is one of rap's most beloved but also controversial figures. ODB battled through legal problems, drug problems, and domestic problems, and spent his life in and out of institutions. Yet none of these blemishes overshadowed his musical output.
Dirty after the fuse, heavy as the booze. I don't walk, I get carried.
With Wu-Tang Clan and as a solo artist, ODB produced a number of monstrous hits, and their success had much to do with his extremely offbeat style and unflinching lyrics.
Just dance if you're caught up in the Holy Ghost trance. If you stop, I'ma put them killer ants in your pants.
He was the magic ingredient added to a generic soup. This magic could only last so long, however, as his demons came to collect when he died of an overdose at age 35.
Old dirt dog, no liar. Keep the fantasy hot like fire.
Phife Dawg. In the 80s, this Queens native formed a rap group that would alter the course of hip-hop history.
You had one voice that was high.
A little high-pitched voice. I hated my voice.
And then you had Tip, who was like in the middle.
As a Tribe Called Quest, Phife Dawg and his buddy Q-Tip mixed old-school funk with comedic rhymes to inform listeners of their daily realities.
Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe, so
Malik Taylor, the 5-foot assassin, was known for his comedic wordplay and delivery, a perfect complement to Q-Tip's own distinctive style.
So then grab the microphone and let your words rip.
now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am.
In Michael Rapaport's 2011 documentary about Tribe, Phife's health issues were discussed, along with their effect on the group. In 2016, at age 45, the self-proclaimed funky diabetic sadly passed away from his disease.
And I kick it to my tribe that flows in layers. Right now, Phife is a point sayer.
Nipsey Hussle.
He's trying to tell you like what we going through and how we growing up around here.
Hailing from Crenshaw, Los Angeles, Nipsey Hussle followed in the footsteps of West Coast greats like Snoop Dogg.
Straight off the block, I sold dope to buy groceries. Now it's rap money, no advances, all royalty.
Coming from gang life, Nipsey carved out his own lane for success, determined to create wealth and opportunities not only for himself, but also the community that brought him up.
Gotta be love, run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board.
First gaining attention in the late 2000s for his series of mixtapes, Bullets Ain't Got No Name, he became known for his insightful and calculated lyrics that came from the heart.
Credits roll back to stress pound breaking up. Had to fight before we hustle, and it made us tough.
Years of honing his craft through mixtapes culminated in his first and only full-length album, 2018's Grammy-nominated Victory Lap.
Hey, tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. It's like that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to.
Then, in 2019, he was shockingly gunned down while standing outside his Marathon clothing store in South LA. Proof.
Who you gon' swing on? I'm King Kong. Fist knock you to kingdom.
Few did more to elevate Detroit's status as a rap powerhouse than Proof did. Born in the Motor City in the early 70s, Proof grew up with Eminem, and the two honed their abilities in the underground scene.
You a laugh and stop. When it's laugh and stop, will you would ever last? Bitch ass get popped.
He helped develop the rap battle circuit, which showcased local talent and was immortalized in the Eminem biopic 8 Mile. He also founded D12 with Eminem, and the group attracted mainstream notice that would launch both their careers.
I'm gonna let the world know that Proof is hot. I should cut his mic off when the music starts.
With slick flow and authentic lyrics, Proof's talent was undeniable, but his career was cut short at 32 when he was shot and killed during a bar fight.
You let the game take you. Your son came along and took the game.
Lil Peep. This rapper, real name Gustav R., appeared to be on the verge of pop culture superstardom. For some, Lil Peep was already there, given his massive popularity, influence, and eclectic emo-influenced style. But just months after releasing his debut album, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1, Lil Peep was found dead in his tour bus during a stop in Tucson, Arizona. An overdose was the cause of death for the 21-year-old, a fate that is sadly too common in the hip-hop world, and one that has taken other icons as recent as Fredo Santana and those from previous generations like DMX and Pimp C. Pop Smoke. New York has birthed countless movements in hip-hop, and Pop Smoke was at the forefront of one of its most recent.
I'll make a call this war. I bet I kick down the door. I bet I send him to the Lord.
Emerging in 2018, this Canarsie native would come to define the sound of Brooklyn drill with his breakout hits Welcome to the Party and Dior.
Billie Jean, Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores.
His deep and smoky delivery made him instantly recognizable, catching the attention of industry giants like Travis Scott and 50 Cent.
Just cause I dance, don't think I'm pussy, don't make me pull up with the stick. Stick. I got a Louis V bag to match with the fit.
Pop's arrival to the rap world felt like the start of something special. He had nowhere to go but up. However, all this momentum came to a screeching halt when he was viciously attacked and murdered in a Hollywood Hills home invasion in 2020. No matter how short his career was, he'll forever be a king of New York.
She love how I talk. She know that poppy outside, she know I'm the king of New York.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Remember way back in the day, hey, when the kids from around the way.
Lisa Lopez was a founding member of the widely popular girl group TLC.
What up, Poppy? You think you got game? I know you're feeling like my sexual tame can make you happy, you'll remember me.
As a rapper by nature, Lopez infused TLC with hip-hop elements, cultivating a uniquely diverse sound that crossed over genres.
Let me give you something to think about. Inundate your mind with intentions to turn you out.
Her fierce mic technique and dynamic verses could be heard in many of their songs, and helped to earn TLC 4 Grammys and make it the best-selling female group in US history.
And like his promise is true, won't leave my bacon undue. The many chances I blew to bring my life to an end.
Although her life was often a troubled one, it was a simple car accident that claimed Lopez at 30. After swerving to avoid another vehicle, Lopez lost control of her car and died shortly after from the resulting trauma.
I'm a big city girl, come all over the world, and I do what I wanna do.
Mac Miller. When we posted a list of rappers gone too soon on September 7th, 2018, no one could have predicted the loss of Malcolm Mac Miller McCormick on that exact day.
These rappers all breaking up a sweat, cause every time I get up on the mic I come correct.
The Pittsburgh rapper and producer was a hometown hero who started out as somewhat of a party rapper, but quickly matured into an expressive and talented MC.
Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit. Look at all this money, ain't that some shit?
With plenty of radio hits like Donald Trump and Best Day Ever already tucked under his belt, Mac released 2018's Swimming to rave reviews from fans and critics who applauded his growth as an artist and his vulnerability in talking about his own mental health struggles.
You can love it, you can leave it, I'm saying nothing without it, yeah. Don't let them keep you down.
His tragic death would come only a month later, when Miller died suddenly of a drug overdose. He may be gone now, but to this day, we're still thinking about the kind and beautiful soul that was Mac Miller.
Okay, we be fighting, we be reuniting. Kiss me, touch me, tease me, me excited.
Eazy-E.
Can I get an eye open up, easy looking up, smoking up, much dust like a nut, what? Give it up for the real stuff.
Thanks to Straight Outta Compton, Eazy-E's story is well known. From small-time gangster to rap superstar to the fixture of a cause-of-death conspiracy theory, his life and afterlife is indeed colorful.
Easy is his name and the boys coming.
Straight out of Compton is a brother that'll smother your mother and make your sister think I love her.
He founded NWA and pioneered gangster rap, helped launch the careers of Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, and a multitude of others, and had the coolest, most captivating delivery a rapper has ever owned.
Check it out, y'all, in the house, y'all, so I can show and flow and let the people know.
His life ended at 30 due to complications from AIDS, leaving behind an untouchable legacy, a wife, and 7 children. Juice WRLD.
Look at my bank account, look at the cash amount.
Born Jared Anthony Higgins, Juice WRLD took the music world by storm in 2018 with his infectious single Lucid Dreams.
I still see your shadows in my room, can't take back the love that I gave you.
This 9 times platinum track showcased his dark and melodic style of emo rap that hadn't really been heard before. Combined with the musical accompaniment and aesthetic of his debut album, Goodbye and Good Riddance, Juice blended elements of rap, emo, punk rock, and metal seamlessly.
All girls are the same. They're right in my brain, love.
His music resonated with a new generation of rap fans, and his raw success on the chart is a testament to that, with more gold and platinum certifications than we can keep track of.
Come on, mom, told
I made it. Yeah, mama, your son too famous. He on everybody's playlist.
He was a ridiculously talented rapper and artist with heaps of potential, making it all the more heartbreaking when he died suddenly of a drug overdose in 2019.
Everybody having a good day. Hope everybody accomplished something.
Big Pun.
Sending the back to you mad at you. Don't catch a play your haters' attitude. I'm just showing you how this rapper do.
The name perfectly describes the artist. A man bigger than most with a penchant for clever wordplay, he released 2 chart-topping albums, one of which went platinum and earned Pun the distinction as the first Latino solo artist to do so.
My road to riches was no Christmas. Now we blessed with gold Lazarus. It's so expensive, my whole family's religious.
At 698 pounds, Pun's weight ultimately led to his death by heart attack at just 28 years of age. Despite his early death, Big Pun is still considered by many to be one of the greatest MCs of all time.
See that? I'm like G-Rap, Pac, Master P, all bought up with a twist of Mark Anthony.
XXXTentacion.
If you ever try to let go, I'm sad, I know ya. I'm sad, I know ya.
It was thanks to a stint in juvenile detention for gun possession charges that this Florida-born rapper was inspired to turn to music. After clicking with fellow inmate and rapper Ski Mask the Slump God, Jesse Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy released his first official song under XXXTentacion during his mid-teens. However, Onfroy's short life would be marred by controversy, including an arrest, concert violence, a provocative music video, and more. Then on June 18, 2018, the 20-year-old was shot to death in a suspected robbery attempt. Fortunately, his musical legacy, which includes 2 top 2 studio albums and a chart-topping single, as well as plenty of posthumous releases, ensure he won't soon be forgotten. Big L.
Yo, you better flee hops or get your head flown 3 blocks. L keep rappers' hearts pumping like Tupac.
After making his bones in the underground scene, Big L was signed by Columbia and released his first album in 1995.
I got juice like Boku, mad crews I broke through. Brothers be mad cause I hit more chicks than they spoke to.
It showcased an incredible talent, a lyrical prodigy who could weave rhymes, metaphors, and allusions with the best of them.
Only thing they can get from Big L is a big. Cause when you're on top, everything's okay, but when you broke, you get snowplay.
He was in the process of signing with Jay-Z's Rockefeller label when he was killed in a drive-by shooting at age 24. An album and a few singles were released posthumously, so at least we caught a glimpse of what could have been.
Peace to my peoples, the children of the dawn, cause we put it on, adios, ghosts of dawn.
But his inimitable sound was never exposed to the mainstream audience. Tupac.
Back in elementary, thrived on misery. Left me alone, I grew up amongst a dying breed.
A poet from the streets, Tupac explored the issues of impoverished and oppressed individuals and treated them with a maturity and acuteness that could not be ignored by society.
Living proof there's a God if you need a reason. And I believe in my own faith. Will I raise my kids in the right or the wrong way?
Being an artistic, literary man who explored philosophical themes, he legitimized rap as an important medium and caused many intellectuals to rethink their position on its merits.
And although it seems evident, we ain't ready to see a black president. It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with black.
He also delved into subject matter that was stigmatized in the Black community and became the voice for those too afraid to speak out. A fearless artist who died from his refusal to bow down, Tupac was just 25 when he was killed in a drive-by shooting.
There's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. The Notorious B.I.G.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace.
There was no bigger presence in rap history. Biggie Smalls smashed through the industry and sat alone atop the ruins, and there was nobody who dared to or could have stopped him. He possessed a distinctive, commanding voice and a flow so smooth that it produced auditory goosebumps. He released only one album in his lifetime, which has gone quadruple platinum, and that was enough to earn his place amongst the greatest rappers of all time.
From the Mississippi down to the East Coast, condos in Queens, indo for weeks, sold out seats to hear Biggie Smalls speak.
But just like Tupac, in an undoubtedly related event, Biggie was shot dead at the age of 24.
You got the gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.